Yeah, I'm gonna need this. All right. So, in defense of Velma, I know, like the title's gonna say, it's bad. Like everyone's saying, the jokes, oh, they suck. It has a level of like meta humor that's too meta for it to really sell that it's making fun of itself and not just saying, hey, look, we're making fun of ourselves too. We're aware. Like, no, everyone's doing that. You can't say you're doing that and be original about it, right? You can't even be aware. Like the first episode with the joke of how it opened up with everyone being nude, which they're in high school, right? They all better be 18, cause Big Mouth pulled this shit, and well, to a worse degree, but it doesn't make any excuse. Like, why is that there? Right? First thing it's gonna say just shouldn't be there. Right? And the awkward fucking sexual tension that they were trying to drive between Velma and Daphne, specifically in that scene, was gross. Right? It's gross. And I think that's fair to say it's gross. But as bad as the jokes are, as disgusting as some of the humor is, and how lame it, a lot of the jokes that are in it. I know most critical was kept saying it's about like making fun of Fred's tiny dick, and like to be fair, half of the jokes are about Fred's tiny dick, but the rest of them is either like fart jokes, shit jokes, that type of humor, or um, self-aware jokes, right? Like, oh, this is the part where we kiss, or the fourth wall breaking thing at the end. Uh, Come on, like I said before, you can't say that you're being aware in the show when everyone else is doing it, and then say, haha, look at us, see, we're like, no, like we're tired of this shit, and you like being aware of it doesn't work. It doesn't work the way you're thinking it is, and we're telling you that, and you're just not listening. I know a lot of people are talking about that and hate watching it, and I know I'm saying a lot of negative shit, but, but, I would have to say the thing that I will like about the show and give it defense is that the overarching plot of Velma having to find out what happened to her mom and that leaving a trauma on her about solving mysteries, I think is a good plot. I said it. Yeah. The thing is, I get they kind of also solved the mystery when they revealed that they were a bitch to the mom and that's why the mom left. But then again, they double back and say, no, no, no. She was right the first time. Something happened. Because she loved her family. Despite all of that. Or at least that's what they're trying to allude to. That's what I'm guessing what the overarching, like, season's going to show. But why confuse it? Right? Like, that was a bad first take on showing the overarching I guess the real overarching plot is finding who's a real fucking serial killer, right? Which I thought, based on the fucking teaser at the beginning, I thought Shaggy was gonna be like the serial killer. um or they don't call him Shaggy anymore, no. um I don't know what the fuck they call him, I forgot. But man, that first episode sucked ass, man. Like, I like the idea of the trauma, but I mean, it's not realistic, to be honest. I mean, you can take one look at it and say, no, this isn't how people like have hallucinations. This isn't how that works. But I gotta say, I do like the visuals. Like, that shit does look a bit terrifying. Like, even though it's not how someone would have, trauma, it just looks terrifying. Which makes me want to say, why the fuck would you make it a joke? Why would you have that? That's just piss poor. It's in poor taste. It sucks. But I will still give it defense. I really, really, really like the idea of Velma having to find out what really happened to her mom. I don't think anyone can say that's not a bad idea. How they go about it completely depends on how the next episodes are going to be, and how the rest of the season is. I know there's going to be a season 2 now. They confirmed it. And to double back on what I was saying about people hate watching the show, that's probably why I made a season 2. I know there's other shows that are similar to it. To double back on what I watched Moist Critical say, he brought up how The Witcher Blood Origins sucked, but it got a lot of views. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, to be honest, like, it's not just the shows that we watch. I mean, it's literally everything. It's only now that the people making our content are like, oh, we could do the same thing. If the media can do it, why not us? And that's why you get shows like Velma. Man, I don't have good faith for the show now that I'm talking about it. But I still will give it defense because, I mean, come on. For originality, right? Give it alone. Originality, you can't complain about it because it did something very unique, right? Imagine if Mystery Incorporated sucked ass, right? Imagine if the episodes just were like planned and boring and shit, right? Well, you guys would say it would suck. But it didn't because it took risks and they paid off. They paid off. What did they do? They went back to the simple formula after, and it was like, man. But they took risks and it paid off. It was really, really good. These first 2 episodes sucked. I think a 3rd episode is coming out, or it's already out. I'm not sure. I might do some editing on this video. I'm not sure. I'm getting a little bit tired. So as it is, depending on whenever I release this video, there may or may not be another episode by then. In which case, I'll make a response to that, I guess. But come on. I think we can give it a chance. We just need to demand that we don't get this stupid shit. Like, I don't know how far along season 1. I'm pretty sure it's already done. It's just being released as it goes, right? Because I'm not sure how much they have to work with season 1 to fix any problems that they already buried themselves with. But at least with season 2, don't do this shit. The first 2 episodes sucked, right? Fix that shit. But I'm guessing if there's going to be a season 2, maybe that's when we get to see Velma's mom and what happened. And this season, we're discovering who the killer is. At least that's what I would think would make sense, story-wise. But again, I don't want to like just like hate like on the show like everyone else is doing, right? I want to be honest with what I think of the show, and yeah, it was stupid at my first impression of it. But I recently watched the first 2 episodes again, and while like all the jokes still sucked, I do still think the overarching plot of finding Velma's mom is good. I like it. I hope they do better with it. I hope they improve upon it, and I really hope they cut down the stupid jokes. I don't actually care if they make jokes about Fred's tiny dick. I mean, it's stupid, but it's like it's so stupid that it's actually kind of funny for me. So if you literally want to make Fred like a punching bag, by all means, just I don't know, don't make it political. Or no, better yet, no, don't let people make it political because it's a fucking cartoon. It's not going to be political. So don't let people make this shit political. Alright? I don't know. I'm not going to say anything else. I don't have anything else to say. Good night. This is the Rat King, whatever. I love y'all.